They say diamonds are forever. And that's a fact since most of the diamonds we know were formed 3 billion years ago. The most fascinating fact about the diamond probably is that it is made of a single element, carbon, and therefore there is absolutely no adulteration by any external element. Under the immense heat and immense pressure far below the Earth's surface, the carbon atoms transform in a unique way that results in the beautiful crystalline structure that we know today. No wonder the name diamond is derived from the ancient Greek word adamas, which means proper, unalterable, unbreakable, untamed. Honesty and integrity is also pretty much the same, isn't it? Those who possess these qualities can never be adulterated or corrupted. No matter how much the heat they face, how much pressure they face from life, they stand strong. You can have immense other talents and qualities, but nothing stands taller than honesty and integrity. After all, a diamond is 4 times harder than the next hardest material on the face of the earth. Moving on to our next value, the power of simplicity, which is represented by the precious stone of sapphire. For thousands of years, various cultures have treasured sapphire as one of the most precious gemstones because of the mystical powers it is supposed to hold. Across the Middle Ages, Europeans and Persians believed that sapphire took away one's problems, be it physical, like eye diseases, or mental, melancholy, depression, etc. Most people believe that it is named after the Latin word sapphirus or the Greek word sapphiros, which mean blue, since it typically exists in the blue color. However, there are many who believe that the name actually originated from the Sanskrit word Shanipriya, literally meaning dear to Saturn. And that's because, as per traditional Indian belief, wearing sapphire causes the planet Saturn or Shani to be favorable to the wearer by absorbing all the problems and difficulties which that person might face. And isn't that exactly the power of simplicity that we stand for at Tally? A simplicity which is able to absorb the complexities for all those who touch us and make them happier by making their life, their business, easier to manage. Moving on to our next value, the continuous pursuit of excellence. First mined in Egypt, emeralds were first appreciated by the pharaohs, and centuries later, they caught the fascination of the legendary queen Cleopatra. While the Greeks said that it had the power to make you an excellent speaker, the Romans said that it had the power to make you excel in your love life. While the Aztecs believed that emerald improved fertility, many other cultures vouched that it helped one to continuously improve one's memory, one's intuition, and one's senses and nerves. If we are to believe ancient philosophies, the core principles of alchemy, the science which many have used over the ages to transform the cheapest of metals, which have no value, into gold, the hallmark of excellence, is inscribed on a legendary tablet called the Tabula Smaragdina, or the Emerald Tablet. Mankind has pursued excellence since ages, but only those who persisted at it managed to achieve it. It is therefore no surprise that the continuous pursuit of excellence is one of our core values at Tally, because that value alone can transform you into pure gold. Moving on to our next value, define and create the future. The history of mankind is quite eventful, but some events have been so massive that they literally changed life forever, defining what the future was going to be. One of these incidents was the discovery of fire. Life was never again the same for Homo sapiens, and ever since, we have always been thankful to this unique resource, which has created a world of possibilities for us. Centuries later, when a yellow stone was discovered in parts of Asia, Middle East, and the Mediterranean, man decided to call it the fire stone, naming it after the Sanskrit word tapas, meaning heat or fire, which ultimately became topaz. Right from the discovery of fire, the invention of the wheel, to the establishment of the World Wide Web, there have been innumerable defining moments which have helped mankind to literally create the future. Moments like these have pushed us several years ahead in the path of progress, saving us centuries of blind efforts and pains. No wonder then that we deeply treasure the need to define and create the future as one of our core values in Tally. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move to our last and final value. Our strength is our people. Across the Middle Ages, ruby was considered to be that one stone which had the power to improve one's interpersonal relationships. In India, where ruby is referred to as Ratna Raj, or king of precious stones, it is believed that it has the ability to make a person be at peace with those around him and stay in absolute harmony with the people he or she is associated with. In ancient China, rubies were often gifted to high-ranking mandarins or bureaucrats, since they were always thought to provide guidance and support. At Tally, when we say our strength is our people, we mean the same. People who support each other through thick and thin, leaders who lead by example and inspire others towards success. After all, rubies were typically laid beneath the foundations of buildings, as they were thought to bring good fortune and strength to the structure. And that is exactly what our people, our leaders, do here at Tally, providing others with a solid foundation to fall back on while people discover their better, higher selves.